What's up, guys? Welcome back to Esk8Exchange, the show where we talk about MBoards, the e-skate industry, pretty much anything electric skateboard related we feel like talking about. In the studio, we've got James, we've got Jacob, and Milo.
I can't deny. Okay, so this is our second take. This is the first time we've ever had to do this.
We're on take 2.
We've been talking for like 40 minutes. We already said hi. Can we just fucking get on? No, I'm just kidding.
Our microphone wasn't on.
Yeah, microphones weren't on. We got mid-interruption. Hey, BT dub for Maddie. We got to start that over. So we're running the intro back now, trying to pretend like it didn't happen. Jacob's over here giggling like a schoolgirl, dude. Just trying not to.
So, so unfortunately, we've got all the arms going on.
Yeah,
it's all good. Anyways,
we got to get resituated.
So you guys don't know this, but we've already done this.
Yeah,
once
hey guys.
today.
I couldn't take it.
So anyway, of course, we've got Milo in the studio. We got Maddie in the background.
Yeah.
I do have a show written. You know, I do have that. So I'd like to start the show off with updates for MBoards. That's how we like to start. Get them out of the way, and I would like to announce we've ordered our CNC machine.
Bum, bum, bum.
We have. We've ordered it.
No sounds this time.
Nope.
There we
There
go.
it is. We got new sounds, got new visuals, got new
effects.
CNC machines. What's up?
We ordered it. It'll be here in the next couple weeks.
Yeah.
It's not like buying something you get it in a week or you get
What?
it.
You mean they're not shipping in 2 days?
Yeah.
I need next day delivery.
Yeah, my phone's actually actively blowing up that they haven't had someone hasn't gotten their stuff in 24 hours.
I know. Well, and just the fact. So when it gets here, it's not like it's just we get to unbox it, bro. Like
No.
we gotta unmove this thing with a forklift and all sorts
the
of
machine
shit,
the machine weighs 950 pounds.
right, Jacobs.
It weighs 950 pounds. So we're actually gonna have to probably go bother our auto shop guy down the road and ask for his motor lift.
Be a good test. Throw it on one of the decks and roll it through the warehouse.
All right.
Hey, said 19.
Yeah.
So it's like it's 950 pounds, and that's not before you build it all out. That's like just a base.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we'll have that in about a month.
There we go.
So I'm excited about that.
We're excited to get the CNC a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, so
maybe do it for a couple other people.
Up until now, so the whole plan is to offset all of our production. So up until now, we've been doing all of our production in China, which good pricing, but I don't love that workflow. I'd rather give money to my own employees versus someone in China.
Yeah, let's keep it in house.
So
in country.
Before we did all this, though, I wanted to do research on like how long it would take to do a lot of our parts, because I was like, if we're going to be able to do like 2 parts a day, like it just doesn't make any sense.
No.
So one thing I started with is our heatsink. I figured, okay, let me figure out before we even buy the machine, how many of these can we make in a day? Because if we only can make 2, again, that's just that doesn't make any sense. So I did all the the programming, and one of the operations when it comes down to slot out all of the heatsink fins came out to like 2 hours.
Ugh.
How do you know it's 2 hours? Like, what are you doing?
So what you do is I take all of our speeds and feeds, and I plug in all of like the math part of things, and tell it what tool we're using, and the computer simulates. It'll actually show you. What's really cool is when you're doing all your programming, it'll take what the stock looks like, the raw piece of metal, and you tell it what the dimensions are, and then it'll show you what the machine is going to do, and it'll simulate what it's going to do, and it'll show you as it cuts material.
Yeah, I think I walked in on you running that little program the other day.
Yeah. You walked in on me.
Yeah, I walked in on
Well, I'm not doing anything. I swear.
Whoa,
I swear.
CNC
Shut my laptop really quick. But anyway, so I was simulating that, and I got to the point where we're slotting out all the different all the heatsink fins.
Okay.
And I simulate it, and it says it's gonna take 2 hours.
I'm like, too long, man.
Dear God, what if it's an 8-hour day where we're gonna do 4 heat sinks in a day? When I pay someone, if we pay someone to stand there all day,
it's just
doesn't expect heat sink. That ain't gonna work.
It don't make sense.
So I was like, okay, the issue is our fins are so close together. I have to get like a 1/16 inch drill bit or an end mill in there. So it's a very small tool at a very slow material removal rate.
Okay.
So I was like, let me actually just remove 1 or 2 of the fins, make everything wider, make our gaps a little wider, so we can get a wider tool in there.
Okay.
So I got that operation from 2 hours down to only 6 minutes.
There we go. Now we're making money.
Yes, there we go. So now the whole heatsink is complete in like, I think something to do like 10 minutes or something. Like
so then we can pump out.
So now I can pump out
almost 10
a ton.
Yeah.
I mean,
let's see, 6 an hour.
We can do more than one at a time.
So we can do more than one at a time.
Yeah.
8 hours times 60 minutes divided by 10 minutes. We have 48 of them in a day, which we ain't gonna sell 48 a day, so like that's
be,
plenty.
Yeah.
But we could do a month's worth of them in one day, which is awesome.
And
like
then
that's
now we
really
don't have to rely on China no more.
Right. So then we have to figure out like where are we gonna send them to get are we gonna do anodization ourselves? I'm still watching videos about that. Or are we gonna go send them out to get anodized? We'll have to figure that part out.
Yeah.
Or if someone wants them, they can have it raw like aluminum, which is a cool look. People actually do like.
Good, dude.
I think it's pretty cool too.
Yeah.
But anyways,
get away from that oil slick color.
You want to get away from it? You don't like it?
I don't like it, bro.
The oil slick. I like it, but
So just black again?
No. I would love to see like anodized, but like really cool, like multicolor, black and gold, black
that would
and
be
red,
interesting.
It's hard to do.
blue, and orange, and
so
green.
you know anodization. So I didn't realize this. Anodization is actually the process to allow aluminum to be dyed.
Okay.
So you actually just dye the aluminum. So you run it through the acid bath while it's being electrically charged. And it pretty much creates pores in the aluminum where then you can dip it and hold it into like just dye.
Yeah.
People dye them. It's very interesting.
So then we could two-tone a set of trucks.
You potentially could. You have to let it bathe though, so it's hard. So
how would we cover up one section?
Yeah, that's the part.
Maybe not.
Probably wouldn't work.
Never mind.
But anyways, I didn't realize. I thought that like based on how many amps, how many volts or whatever, that it just would change to that color.
Like chrome.
Had no clue. Yeah, had no idea how it worked, but now I know. So anyways, CNC machine is ordered.
Okay.
We did all the math. We're gonna be able to do our own things. So what I'm hoping to do is be able to do all of our production, as well as helping out other vendors with their production. Because like even if we're not like their main source of parts, what I'm hoping is we can kind of offset some of their supply chain issues potentially once in a while here and there. Or maybe we'll be their main supply of parts. It'd be awesome.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We got to get the machine in. I got to get it actually running first. I feel like I've learned everything I can without physically having the machine here, but now I got to learn everything I can when the machine arrives, and I got to be able to make parts consistently to spec within tolerance consistently for us before we even
think about sending them out to
doing
anybody.
any kind of client work.
Yeah,
because machining is very, very specific. You can't like, oh, it's 80% there, or it's kind of there. No, it has to be absolutely perfect before we even remotely do anything for anybody else.
That's cool. And the space is already cleared out for it back there, too.
Space is already cleared out.
It's official like a ref with a whistle, man.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
We rearranged our entire warehouse and cleared out a corner specifically for this thing. So I'm excited about it.
Warehouse looks great, too. BT Dub.
Warehouse looks pretty good.
And everything.
Yeah.
Fresh.
Yep.
So anyway, that's the only news, I guess, for right now.
Got a new toy coming.
So that's cool. Okay, so I've got more things. So Dallas, you guys know Dallas?
Yeah. Dallas and Amy.
Yeah.
We met him at Esk8Con. Dallas has been
I got to
real
ride
cool.
his board for a little bit.
He's got a pretty cool board.
So he's working on like a new movement.
Yeah.
I guess I'll call it a movement.
Yeah, we could call it
So
that.
I don't know if you guys know anything about like Harleys or even snowboarding even uses them. Snowboarding has those little.
I don't know if I've seen
not
a
the
snowboard.
bells.
I've definitely seen it on Harleys though. It's definitely a motorcycle thing with like the Gremlin bell.
Yes.
But so there's a whole story behind it.
Yeah. So you guys should go watch Dallas's video. He explains it a lot better. But the idea is that like if you on your Harley you have a little bell and it's supposed to protect you from road gremlins. So that way you don't die.
But you can't just buy the road bell.
You can't buy the bell. You have to have it gifted to you.
So it's pretty much kind of same thing from Dallas. But check definitely Dallas and Amy.
Yeah. So anyway, we get an envelope from Dallas the other day. So he's kind of explaining in his video. And then we get an envelope from him, and he gifted us some.
Yeah.
So he gave us some. So it's just this little envelope with.
We got 4 of them, 6 of them.
We got a lot. We got a few.
I don't know. You
of
kept
them.
counting the other day. You were like, "Oh, we got 2. We got 4."
Well, because when you look at them, they're all together and stuff. So there's 4. So.
Yep. So anyway, now you can attach it to your remote, or it's really supposed to go, at least the Harley part, it's supposed to go as low to the ground as you can get it. So either on your truck or maybe
because the bell rings and then they go into the bell and they get trapped and they go insane.
Yeah.
That's the
aspect
of it.
Okay. Maddie's more of a Harley rider than we are.
She owned a Harley for a while.
I heard the story the other day.
And my dad bought me a bell.
Yep.
So
she knows.
I never edited the end of that. Never edited the end of that. That's okay.
There's nothing else there.
So the lightning thing, kind of same concept, kind of cool. It's just another way for us to kind of reach out and spread the stoke to friends, family, people we don't know, people we do know. Like, here you go. And it's a cool little accessory.
Yeah. Yeah, so watch his video, though. Really. We'll link it down below because he goes way more into it. But I just want to shout him out and thank him for the little, what are we calling them? The little charms, I guess.
Good luck bolts.
Is that what it is?
GLBs. Good luck bolts.
GLBs.
Yeah, the GLBs. But yeah, he was cool. He reached out to quite a few other people and like sent them out in the mail to people East Coast, people West Coast. I think somebody else on one of the other rocks even got some. So
yeah,
pretty
so it'd be cool. I'm hoping like next convention, that's where I think a lot of them will spread.
Yep.
People will be giving them to each other and stuff. So that'd be cool.
Yeah, I think there's quite a few that made it out. So that's cool.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's Dallas again.
Yeah,
it's
I guess
Dallas
Dallas'
episode.
show.
It's a Dallas' show today.
All right, Dallas.
He sent us his board for Badass Build of the Week.
Yep. That's a nice board.
We've got a new board.
Yeah, there you go. That's one.
Hit the theme song.
I wrote that one.
Hey, first picture. There it is. I like this one.
Much better.
This is the Badass Build of the Week.
Badass Build of the Week.
Ba, ba, ba.
So, Dallas's board. It's a
Okay.
Flux AT first gen deck. He's got Splatter Go grip tape, which looks
It does look pretty cool.
incredible.
Makes it look like it's going
and
really
I recognize
fast.
this board from the convention. I didn't even put it together that it was his. I don't know why.
I got to ride it the night of the ride.
Oh,
on
did you?
Saturday.
Yeah.
We got back. He jumped on mine for a little bit, I think.
He's got the Underglow SLFX shred lights. He's got a Vega X, which is really nice. He's got a 12S 10P 35E pack, which is awesome.
Yeah.
And he also made this custom concave with layers of like duct tape that lives underneath his grip tape.
Yep.
Interesting.
It's very interesting. Yeah. So, but once you throw the grip tape on there,
You can't tell. Yeah,
so
I
I'm
wonder-
like, huh.
I don't remember. God, I was so busy Esk8Con. I can't remember if I got to ride his board or
I
not.
can't remember
don't.
either. I wrote a lot of people.
I remember
was-
seeing
it
it,
was-
bro, because I remember seeing it go by, and I was like, "Oh, there we go. That thing's cool."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think he had it. I don't remember like really seeing it on the track though.
He did because he sent me a video of him on the track.
Okay. Oh yeah.
He was on the track. Maybe.
And again, I didn't spend a lot of time.
I didn't spend
Yeah,
a lot
we
of time
were
on the track
busy,
either.
man. We were all.
Every time I'd go on the track, I just go as fast as I could. So.
Yeah.
Right.
And then he's got a HOK Puck, which looks awesome.
Yeah,
I've never seen that case before.
So I like that style. I sent Jacob a picture the other day about a style like that, and was like, "This has got to be so much better because now it doesn't slip, roll. Your fingers kind of hold into it.
Yeah.
It's a little squared off.
What is that one called? I don't even know.
Post moat. Post toast moat toast.
Roast
I
post
don't
mode.
fucking know.
Okay.
But
Right, to be
It's
determined.
not
type
the bat
in the
wing.
words
To be
post
determined.
most toast moat toast.
Roasted toasted.
You'll
yeah.
find this remote
I don't know
somewhere.
why I haven't seen that one before.
It's
pretty
pretty
cool.
Okay, so this is the one actually that won the HOK Puck competition.
Mm-hmm.
When they
Oh.
ran the competition for like make your own modification of the
Okay.
Of the puck.
what the fuck am I trying to call this thing? It's
A puck?
yeah, but like the case.
The case.
Case basically. So this was this guy. There was the bat wing, and then
yeah.
there's a dude that actually made like a miniature.
Little mini puck.
Interesting. It's like a smaller one.
Yeah. Like it's so you've seen the inside, right?
Yep.
And it
Oh,
was
yeah.
basically just the board. It was just that size.
There we go.
basically, with the
Oh,
wheel on
wow.
top.
Oh, that'd be
So,
cute. You could hold it with like.
Yeah, like you'd hold it like
Yeah.
a like Zoolander.
I
got the smallest remote in me.
That's funny.
Dad, I got the black.
But anyway,
one.
sorry. Long story short is that one won it. I think it's cool. Also, except same problem is I've only seen the file right-handed.
Oh, right. Yep.
So I for
Right.
some reason think I might have stumbled on some sort of file somewhere deep in the not dark web, but just
The-
on the
the
website. But
bowels
I
of
think
the
it,
universe.
I think it has
right?
like
What were you doing on the dark web,
yeah,
bud?
yeah. I was bored. That's where
down
the
a
good
rabbit hole.
Esk8 shit is. You know,
Yeah,
you
that's where
gotta
all the
you
fun
gotta
shit
dig.
is.
And I think I might have found one that has it like inverted and you can
Okay.
flip it. But
Yeah.
That's
we'll
cool.
have to try it out.
God, it
Yeah.
has got to be complicated to be left-handed. Huh.
Yeah.
Really?
I don't know. I mean, okay, so here's
Because they don't really make very many left-handed.
here's
remotes.
my biggest gripe about being left-handed.
Okay.
Scissors.
Huh.
Scissors. It is the most annoying thing
What?
that you could imagine in your entire life.
I
Because
believe
growing
that.
up in every stupid art project that you had to cut,
Yeah.
I'm sitting there ripping the paper, and I'm
Getting
like,
an F in art class.
yeah, and they're like, "Are you stupid? Are you like, can you not scissor?"
Did you get dropped on your head when you were a
Right.
baby?
and like, so then people are like, well, you know, why don't you just use your right hand? I use my right hand for one thing only, and that's
Yeah.
to wipe my ass. That's
Yes.
about the only thing it does.
Huh, that's
Other
interesting.
than that, like,
that's the
it's-
only
it's-
reason why.
I used to catch a ball with it too, so that maybe like went together.
Yeah,
I don't know,
hand
but
in hand.
That was it. That was the only thing I ever
Okay.
used my right hand
Interesting.
for. I have no idea how to use it otherwise. I broke my left wrist when I was growing up, and it was like 6 weeks of hell.
Wow.
Yeah, I was so lost.
Right?
Interesting.
So
Okay.
Where were we going?
Yeah.
So we're
Remote's
just
cool. Yeah.
Sisters.
cool board, bro.
Remote's cool. He's got the bolt hanging off of it. I
Yeah,
see that.
and then of course he's got the bolt on.
Good spot.
Good spot. So anyway, Dallas, thank you for submitting your badass build of the week. It
Yeah.
is very badass. I remember that build. You know what's funny is I recognize people from their boards because I see on Instagram the shot of their feet on their boards more often than I see their face.
I recognize your shoes in your board.
So I didn't even really put it together that it was even Dallas's board until now. But anyways,
Yep.
So yeah, that's great. Okay, so one thing that I think we'll end up talking about for a while is we're getting called out last night on the comments.
Yep.
So this guy ends up commenting. He goes. So he's replying to our last week's episode, and he goes, "Pre-sales are dumb. Period."
Yeah.
Okay, that's no follow up. Not helpful comment. Like it's just not helpful.
Just being a dick.
You
fair,
could
fair opinion.
It's an opinion. That's fine, but you could have said
opinion.
pre-sales
I
are
actually
dumb.
sort of agree.
X, Y, Z.
I've been saying that for a long time. I'm like, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I agree as well. And but still, we always give a why.
Yeah.
So when people just comment, "This is stupid." Okay, why?
Yeah, why is it dumb?
Why?
Why do
though?
you not like it?
Explain why. So, anyways, and then he said, "Your range estimates are outlandish too."
Yes.
That's a good word.
I'm
though.
like,
Outlandish, huh?
I'm like,
he looked it
huh?
up.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is the
What?
definition of outlandish? Look,
He's just saying that it's
blasphemous.
that it's unbelievable that we
Yeah.
can get 50 miles on a 7-inch setup on a 12S8P, and I'm like, but I mean, I've been actively getting 25 miles on a 12S4, so it's not crazy to just simply double your range on a 12S8.
Yep.
I don't like, so to me, so I don't know what happened, but he's claiming he's only getting like max 35 miles on a 12S8. I'm like, you got to check your setup, bro, because there's no reason that you can't get more than that.
Yeah, there's definitely.
So he's basing it off of him riding 35 plus miles the whole way, and I'm like, all right,
so
so 30 miles an hour plus the whole way, and I'm like, maybe
is he skating on a freeway? Like, you know how hard it is to go 35 miles an hour the entire time,
or
without
even 30 miles an hour the whole time.
Yeah, exactly, without hitting traffic, cars, sidewalks, pedestrians.
Anyway, so then I started thinking, I'm like, first of all, I don't know, maybe I accidentally said that it's that 50 miles of range for 30 miles. But that's not what I believe I said.
Okay.
We have a 50-mile range, but not going 30 miles an hour the whole way.
Yeah.
Because you're humming pretty good there. You're using your battery pretty hard.
Yeah.
But here's what I'll say. I drive an electric car. The range is about 250 miles on it, right? If I go and floor it the whole way, I bet you I get 50 miles.
Yeah.
If I drive it like a normal person, I get my 250.
Yeah.
So at what point because then he's saying that, oh, all the Esk8 companies embellish their numbers, and I'm like, we're not embellishing.
Well,
it's like real
it's
world
hard to do
use.
when you're like, okay, well, I physically watched my remote say 25, and then my app said 25, and I know that from this point to that point it's about 13, and from there back is about 30. Like, so at what point can you just be like, well, fuck off?
Right.
Like, like,
So
James brought that up last night. And he's like,
I did.
Man.
I
and I was
heated,
like,
dude. I wanted to get on this
honestly,
guy so
like,
tough.
what's this guy? Like, what is it?
He just has something to
You know?
prove. I don't know.
Well, it's just like, look, everybody can have their opinion, but when you're a dick about it, then it's like, that's what rubs me the wrong way. Because now I'm like, all right, you want to be a dick? I'm cool. Well, I can play dick. We can do this all day, you know. But then I got to be professional.
Right.
One too many white
and
claws.
I also think
for that guy. He had one too many white claws. He was laying in bed and he's like, I'm gonna get a little more.
Feeling feisty.
Yeah, let's get a little more time.
So back to the word range. I feel like people. I feel like.
Isn't that like the
it's
first
how
two? It's
far
a freaking range.
the range is how far you can go.
Yes.
That's to me what a range is how far can I ride it in one direction until it dies.
Yes.
How far can I go? Not how far can I go when the wind is this way and my wheels are this way and I weigh this and I farted the other day and whatever.
Had spaghetti for dinner
ounce
last
lighter.
night.
And like it's how far can I go in good circumstances. And I think that's where people are like, well, I'm only getting half the range. Well, yeah, but you're flooring it up a hill.
And you're stopping and then going, and then you got to take into the weather. There's so much shit to take into
then I wanted to see, okay, let me put out a couple polls on Instagram. Okay. I did it this morning. I got over 100 votes for each one. So I feel like that's a relatively decent
that's good.
Size.
We can take a good percentage out of
and
that.
I'll explain to you why I think this data is mostly right, but I think it's also skewed faster than I think it usually is.
Okay.
So I asked a couple questions. The first question was, what is your average riding speed?
Okay.
So we got 23% said 15 to 20 miles an hour.
Uh-huh.
39% said 20 to 25 miles an hour.
That's my average.
27% said 25 to 30 miles an hour, and 11% said 30 plus miles an hour.
Yeah.
So why would we then go and range rate a board
Yes.
at 30 miles an hour
yeah.
when only 11% of people actually go that fast? And here's what I'll say to this.
Okay.
The people who are on Instagram actively following e-skate channels, actively participating in the community a lot, I think will skew to riding faster. I think the average person who owns an electric skateboard does not participate in the social media aspects of e-skate.
No.
They just own their boards, they go to class, they do whatever they want, they ride around town, and they don't care about the community whatsoever. And that's fine.
Yeah.
But that's the vast majority of owners. So I believe that the vast majority of owners aren't even riding them that fast. So I think that 11% is actually higher than normal. But let's just say that it is correct.
Okay.
Let's say it's even 15%.
Okay.
Why then would any manufacturer continue to range rate at a 30-mile-an-hour speed? Yes, the boards can go that fast, but why waste? Why?
Yeah,
There's
I
no
don't know.
point. I think you have to average it out. So then I continued to ask more questions. I said, okay, how much do you guys weigh?
Okay.
So we got
Way to make me and Jacob feel fat. Appreciate
we got less than, so I said less than 160 pounds is 33%.
Yeah.
160 to 180 is 35%. 180 to 200 is 14%. And then more than 200 pounds is 18%. Now I'll give it that maybe those weight ranges were kind of off.
Okay.
Because like they're plus over 200, that's quite a range.
Yeah.
Because 200 to 250, there's a lot of people who fall in there.
Yeah.
So if I had 10 different polling options, I probably could have added more.
Yeah.
But anyways, so let's just say that 68% of people weigh less than 180.
Yeah.
Okay, so now again, why are we going to... So we need to range rate, I think, for the average rider, not the outliers here. Okay. So I don't think that makes sense. So, okay. So anyways, so we got 68% of people, so more than half of people are at 180 or less.
Yeah,
and we have even a larger
200.
portion who are 200 or less.
Uh-huh.
One more thing. Then I asked what people are riding.
Yeah.
So we got
This one-
40% of people say they're on
Riding
street wheels, 23% on cloud wheels,
Yeah.
which to me kind of also street wheels.
Yeah.
So now we're at well over 50%.
Mm-hmm. On street wheels.
Then we got 19% on 6-inch and 17% on 7s. Now I got a whole bunch of people swiping up on 8s too.
Okay.
Not a ton, probably 3 or 4.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll skew those a little bit. Those percentages are skewed a little bit.
A lot more people are riding street wheels.
A lot of
than
people are riding
pneumatics.
skew. So now all of a sudden, when I say 50-mile range, all of a sudden that can be way higher.
Yeah, you slap some street wheels on that 12 SAP. Jeez, I'm afraid to say you'll do 80 miles because we'll have.
Yeah.
Get on us on our comments.
So
and
we're
stuff.
all good. So anyways.
I think what it was is maybe I made that comment about 30 miles an hour for 30 plus, and I had said a joke about that or something, and maybe he heard that.
I still think it's doable because no matter what, we can go on our wetlands rides where we know we're cruising,
and we clocked 25 miles,
and we're getting up into the high 20s.
Well, and that's a hilly ride too.
Yeah.
But at the very end,
and we put in 25 miles on that.
If you are running any sort of a sports tracker app or anything, at the end, when you get done, you skated for an hour and 47 minutes.
Yep.
You went X amount of miles. That means you had to have done X amount of speed. Most people's will come in much lower than they think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There ain't no way anybody
is going to get an average of.
There's maybe 1% that could show you after a ride that they did 30 miles an hour for 30 miles. Average.
Yep, because you need a straight line that's open.
That's the only way that it would even be comparable.
Right.
To say that you touch 35, 30, okay,
absolutely.
fine. You might do it for short periods of time. It also depends where in the battery pack you're doing it. If you're doing that later in the battery, it's going to drain it faster. If you're climbing a hill when you're down to 40%, it is unfortunately going to, that curve is a little faster.
Yeah.
For the drop. So you could go a million, you could go on
There's
and
a bunch
on.
of variables, but theoretically, the 12 SAP with our math and everything should get.
So what I'm planning on doing realistically is we will not offer a single range rating. We'll offer probably
there
6.
We go.
Say this
range ratings.
These are the different setups and these are the different ranges we've achieved with those setups.
We could just say it goes 10 to 100 miles.
Yeah. Okay.
And just be done with
there it is. Ranges 10 to 10.
Ranges 10 to 100, everybody.
So if you go 30 miles an hour.
Yeah, it goes
30 miles an hour through grass.
Yes.
10 miles.
1 to 44.
I'm telling you. So
cares?
I rode the board. I rode Andy's board the other day, yesterday, and
the only 12S8 kind of right now in the wild.
And man, that motherfucker.
The reality
fast, dude,
is,
but it's it was. I was cruising around at 31, 32.
Yeah.
Yep.
And there was still some more left in it, and it was fun.
And with the larger battery pack, it's more efficient.
Yeah,
It's
Woo,
easier
I don't
to
think
pull
I
those. So,
Milo's
dogs.
over here
Milo.
waking
what's up, old man?
He's all, I need to be back in this show.
You
Nope.
forgot where you were?
Nope, not happening. Okay.
So
I forgot what I was going to
Yeah,
say.
it's all right. At this
Squirrel?
point, though,
We're still here.
I just feel like that dude didn't really have much to say, and
He
I don't
just
really
wanted
call
to-
I don't like to
yeah.
call anybody specific
No.
out, but I just think one, I do think a lot of companies do embellish their range ratings, especially a lot of the China-based companies. They add a few.
Yeah.
They add a few miles.
Yeah,
here and
or
there.
they're putting on really small Chinese people.
Right, or because
On a very
the
flat
average
road.
the
I'm
average
sorry, I shouldn't say that.
HR,
The Asiatic descent.
HR.
Yeah.
no, the average. No, but no, seriously though, the
Yeah.
average weight in China is
a
much
lot
less than it is in America. So that's also something to consider.
Yeah.
that is just culturally they
that's what it
eat
is.
better than us. Like,
Yes.
not gonna lie,
Yeah.
they culturally are in better shape.
Yeah, because they're putting like 70-kilogram riders on their boards and doing it in perfect, pristine conditions.
Right. So
I
and
told you the other day, too, and if you want anybody to test ride a board, it's me, because I can break it doing the dumbest things.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
right.
Like, I'm 250
Yeah,
pounds.
big
Right.
boy.
Before I put my helmet
Right.
on, before I load up my pockets
Yep.
with tools and shit. So
Yep.
it's like,
and you don't ride
there's
slow.
plenty.
No,
that was
hell
funny.
no. Oh,
James
yeah.
goes, oh, yeah, this dude said you ride slow, too. And I was like, okay.
yeah,
cool.
Yeah, because he was saying,
Maybe
oh,
he
you
missed
got,
the last episode where everybody was like, who's the fastest rider? And both of you went,
Looked at you,
him.
Jacob.
Yeah,
all day.
because he
bro.
was like, well, yeah, maybe if I was putzing around at 10 to 15 miles an hour, I'd get that range
Oh,
too.
yeah,
And I'm like,
you're right.
Jacob doesn't putz.
Yeah.
If
I-
I putzed,
I've never
I
seen
could
Jacob
probably
putz.
do 35 miles if I
Right?
putzed on your board. Like, it wouldn't be
35 miles on a 12.4.
Going 10 miles an hour. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Freaking
So like, because
easy.
we've been testing our boards on with 12.4s. One, because they're in-house testing boards.
Yeah.
We don't need to sink a ton of money into the battery like that.
Yeah.
Of course, we've tested our 12S8, but we usually at the beginning
Yeah.
we're riding 12.4s, and literally we would consistently hit 25 miles.
Yep.
On 7s.
Mm-hmm.
And like,
hitting
it's
Healy
cool.
stuff.
It,
Cooking
literally,
too.
it got too hot for us to go run
Yeah,
a 12.8 because there wasn't
It's-
enough
yeah,
time in
not
a
time,
day.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we need to be able to go 50, 60 like we
Right.
talked about. We're like
We
we
need
have
the
to go
ability.
0 to 100 or 100 to 0.
Yep.
And
We need at least 50 miles just in case.
yeah.
we
You
would
know,
have had
60
to
miles
leave the
just in
house at
case.
like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
and
Yeah.
ride until 8. And I was like,
Right.
no, we'll just
So
wait.
cool.
It's all good.
So I'll pose the question.
Okay.
What is, I think maybe we need to try to standardize range ratings a little bit.
Okay.
Like, because if you release a car, it goes to the federal government rates
Yeah.
it with like a miles per gallon
Okay.
rating. I forget what the I can't think of the agency that does
DOT.
it. No, it's
NTSA or
yes, NTSHA or whatever, National Highways something.
Transportation
Yes.
Safety.
So they will rate it. They will rate it
Some
as
stuff.
that one.
so at least electric cars, they'll
Okay.
rate it as like a range,
Yeah.
and they range rate it.
Okay.
So, and they do some standardized testing. They do highway miles.
Like
they do
gas
street
cars
miles.
get miles per gallon.
Right,
Oh,
and we
yeah.
get a miles per gallon
Uh-huh.
equivalent MPGEs.
Yes.
But of course, that's cars and electric skateboards. But like, what for the general consumer? What do you guys feel like is an appropriate standardized way of testing range?
Oh, it's just so hard
It's
because
hard.
too many things come into
Right.
variables of our performance, hills, no hills, weather.
Right.
Like
And the only thing I could think of is constant weight of a rider on a closed track, and
Yep.
they're all tested on the same track
Yep.
in the same weather conditions.
Yep.
And
Just-
that
You'd have
will
to
never
no,
happen.
You'd have to stick a weight on it and stick it on a treadmill and just have it go straight.
But that's not even right
Yeah.
either because
Still,
there's no
because
wind
of the
resistance.
treadmill.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's the treadmill's doing the work for you.
yeah.
Yeah, the wind
We would have to get
resistance
in like
not
an
there.
indoor area that's
So-
climate controlled. It's 78
Well,
degrees.
they make like testing They had this for motorcycles too. It's like it's like a treadmill. It's also like those dog runs.
It's more like a dymo probably.
That it just rolls.
Dymo or Dino?
Dyno. Sorry. Dymo is our Dymo is our label maker.
All right.
Our shipping label
Dymo.
maker. Dyno. Sorry.
Right.
Throw me a Dymo, bro.
Let me get a Dymo, man.
Get a Dymo
I
bag.
need a Dymo dub.
So anyways, I feel like basing it off of the average weight of around 180 pounds is good.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think it doesn't make sense. I think if you're more than that, you should expect a little bit of range loss.
Well, let's just think about Esk8Con and our group ride. Okay. Remember our group ride? How many people were
Right.
there?
How fast were we going?
10, 15 miles an hour. But there was a couple times where we boosted up to 25 for a little bit. But our average speed was 10 to 15 miles an hour, bro. And then and then how many bigger dudes did we see out and about there?
Yeah.
There wasn't very many bigger dudes.
So ultimately, when we go to range radar boards, I'm going to go back to...
Your light's on.
My light is on. Yeah. I'm going to go back to...
You flashed me.
I'm going to go back to our average speed and what people are saying they go. And it is 37% of people say that they are 20 to 25 miles per hour.
Yeah.
A decent majority are 20, 25.
Yep.
So I think an average, and I would love to see them actually submit their legitimate telemetry.
Yeah.
I bet you most of these people are riding slower than they think they are.
Yep.
Right.
Because of stop and go and this and that. And then at the same time, it's why do we want a range rating that's just a straight line the whole way?
Yeah.
We want a real world range rating.
Yeah, real world. I don't know. Let's not spend too much time on this dude, you know?
No, I'm just saying it. But in general, it brought up a good, interesting point. Like,
it did.
How are companies supposed to do this?
I was going to look up my average speed rating.
Because these are ratings that we have gotten. We have actually went out and ridden and gotten.
Yeah.
So I don't know what else to say. It's not like we're just sitting here calculating numbers and that's the number it spit out. We actually went out and rode these.
Right.
And we don't ride slow.
Skated in 2 weeks, bro.
Who?
You haven't had a good skate session 2 weeks.
I haven't recorded anything.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, no, it's been a freaking million degrees.
Yeah.
And I haven't trusted my board. So.
Right. Oh, but your board's running good now.
She's good now.
Yeah.
I've never found that little lanyard thing though.
Yeah. So anyways.
My bad.
It's floating around somewhere.
Anyways, interesting point, but I think when we do our range rating, it's going to be like, 5 or 6 setups and we're going to do our best to give it range and we'll be a little conservative about it. But realistically, when we say a 50-mile range, I legitimately think you can. If you ride it at 35 miles an hour the whole way, no, you ain't getting 50. But I think you can get 50. And I think that's the point of a range.
So
how far can I go?
I'm looking at my average speeds right now on my sports tracker.
Okay.
And we know that usually I'm skating between 18 to 22 miles an hour.
Yeah, that's where you hang out.
Yeah. Dude, it says 11 miles per hour is my average speed. 8 miles per hour.
That's
because we
7 miles per hour.
Stop and hang
You know what
out.
I mean? So it's like impossible to get an average speed
No,
on
you
a
have
tracker
to stop
of 30
because
plus,
we
bro.
stop, we
My
stretch
bad.
our feet, we grab water.
Yep.
Your
Do all
nicotine
sorts of
break,
stuff. Yep.
whatever it
yep.
is.
Andre Nicotina's got to come out, bro.
So it's tough.
Yep.
But anyways, I'd be curious to hear from other vendors how they come up with their range ratings.
Yep.
So maybe I'll reach out and go, what do you guys do?
Yeah.
Like for real. What do you guys do?
Because they're going to make themselves, you want it to
Well,
be good. You don't want to say like,
good.
you're not going to put the lowest number.
The problem
possible and
is
say doomsday, you're getting this.
the problem is if we don't kind of like consider how everyone else range rates their stuff, then ours or whatever might look really, really low when in reality it's the same thing as everybody else's stuff. So it's like, it's interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, just looking at comps, similar boards, we're right in line. There's nothing different.
Right.
As far as what we're doing.
The thing is it just sucks when we have to watch every word that comes out of our mouths because somebody is going to jump up our ass to talk shit and be a dick.
That's how it goes, though.
It's just like, we shouldn't have to worry about that.
It's
we
a good
should be
sign,
able.
though.
Yeah, you're right. If you don't got haters, you ain't doing something right.
No, but I guess the guy has a point.
Yeah.
But I don't think he.
Don't poke us with it though.
But he wasn't very nice about it.
Conveyed in a way that was conducive to a real conversation, which is I think people's problems.
Yeah.
Is that they want to be heard and they want to say stuff, but they say it just so nasty that no one wants to listen. If you would be nice about it, maybe we could have a real conversation.
Ask for a free board.
Right.
Yeah, first one to ask for a free board. Right.
Hey, can you guys send a review board my way?
Yeah.
Speaking of
totally
review,
do a video. I have like 9.
Speaking of review,
Okay.
we forgot to mention in our Ex-Nito helmet review
Okay.
that we do have a coupon code
Oh,
for
you
you
do,
guys.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
In the description.
I thought
Yes.
we didn't have an affiliate code.
We do.
It's not
Okay.
an
It's
affiliate.
not affiliate.
code.
It's just
So
a coupon.
Coupon
so
code.
we don't
Okay.
get anything from this. It's just a discount for you guys.
Okay.
So it's MBoards Co. and it's 10% off.
Yeah.
That's
So-
cool.
Yeah.
So anyways, I
Protect your head.
think that's pretty much our show there.
Uh-huh.
just want to talk about range ratings. Like, so again, comment in the comment section below.
Yeah.
How would you like companies to perform a range test?
And then maybe next week we'll have
What's
Jacob
the appropriate way you guys believe it should be done? Because it matters. And I'm sure we're going to get 6 different answers.
Yeah, well, for sure. And then next week we'll have Jacob go over a couple of the comments and talk
we'll talk about it and we'll figure it out. And if if you're watching and you don't place a comment and you don't participate,
whatever. You're no fun.
And if you think these guys are bad with the comments, just wait till I read them. I'll give you a real.
You know what's funny is like I'm trying to get Jacob to read them. Last night he's like, I don't even care, bro.
I won't even read.
Don't
them.
even. Don't get that phone
now
away
that
from
you guys
me.
are gonna crack this, you're gonna crack the show.
We're gonna crack Jacob.
You're gonna open me up.
Let
Here
him
we
have
go.
it, man.
Here it comes.
Jacob handles it better than I do, bro. I fly off the hinges.
Yeah.
But we know I have prior experiences.
No, I try to keep comments professional, but at the same time, people who comment are not acting professional. So, it is what it is. Yeah. But no, I'm curious, though. We'll figure out how we want to range rate everything.
Okay.
Obviously, we know what our numbers are, but how we want to display that and advertise it is something we have to figure out.
What we need to do is just get a GoPro or Insta360, strap it to Andy, and tell him, go ride, dude, and don't come back till you're done.
Don't come back.
It's dead, all right? Yeah. And then we'll just have footage the whole time. We'll have him ride like this, the camera right by it, walking the speed, try not to die.
Heat exhaustion.
I know, right?
Duct tape everything to him.
Right?
Suicide
Yeah, he'd
mission.
come back 6 hours later, bro.
It's tough, though, because it's literally, it's over, what's the temperature right now? It is 10 a.m. right now.
But we also have had crazy
Today's
weather.
not so bad, though.
It's not
probably
bad.
only 90.
86 right now.
But the thing is, we're rocking like 60% humidity right now.
It's true.
You know?
But we could be outside right now.
We could be outside skating right now.
Yeah.
Can we go fucking skate, dude?
All right, let's
Can we
take
go
the rest of the
skate?
day off.
Like,
And we'll
seriously,
go.
bye, guys. We're skating.
Brandon.
Yeah. Bye, guys.
All right, see you guys. Have a good one.